All right, Ludwig recap. Say hi to YouTube, even though I fucking hate YouTube and I hate everyone who comments in them because you're all stupid. Do you guys even like me? Why do you watch my videos? Hit that subscribe button. All right, Ludwig, Gamer of the Universe recap. 16 of the biggest gamers, sorta. It was, you know, going into it, I really thought I would hate it. I think with me and meeting people, I don't know. I'm just kind of a dick, and I think when I meet people, it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like they're either gonna like me or they're gonna hate me. I mean, I can be like, you know, the normal nice, where you're like, you know, nice to meet you, but I realized, like, I thought I would hate everybody, but I realized I only hate streamers. I actually love gamers, and everyone there was actually super homie. It was actually a lot of fun. It was way more fun than I thought it would be. Happy Void won. Smasher's cleaning up. Although, we all know I would have got top 4. Dude, what's the point? Like, the FPS shit was so dumb. It was just, like, so catered to FPS. And then once the FPS games were out of the way, they just all got boned. It was like... it's like, okay, what was the point of this? I also couldn't tell, like, I get the point of eliminations, because it's, like, hype. But I also think it would have been hype if everyone just played every game, and then there was just, like, a point system. And then, like, whoever, at some point, it's just like, alright, whoever's top 4 in points by this point, they played the last, like, 2 games. Felt kind of weird that everyone, so then it just became a thing of luck on where you, like, got to play. Like, my best games were CS and Counter-Strike. I would have 100% got top 2 in Street Fighter, no doubt, like 100 quadrillion %. And I was probably the best non-FPS professional at Counter-Strike from what I saw. So it's just like, I would have made it out unless I got put in the death pool. Unfortunately, and then once CS started, I got, cause you know I didn't care. Like, you know, I was drinking on Sunday. I was having a good time. Like, I wasn't there to win. But then when I was watching him play CS, I was like, yeah, that'd have been cool to play CS, like, on some sort of stage. Like, I've never had that opportunity. And then Street Fighter, I was like, that'd have been fun. So it was like, oh, it kind of hit me after. After I was like, oh, I'd have been sick, actually, to fucking play CS, you know, with, like, people commentating and shit. Like, 50k people watching, I think would have been really cool. So I was like, a little bummed out after. But, again, Void won, so I was happy. So what do we do? So we get there Friday. We do media day. We're hanging out. Getting money. Myth drops out last second because apparently it's too far for him. As I say this, what's his name? Loser's Fruit came all the way from Australia. I was like, oh, where'd you come from? Like, Australia. I was like, huh. I was like, how far does Myth live? Well, it's like 35 minutes. And I was like, huh. Huh. would you look at that? We had a good time. We laughed. Thursday, it was funny because I was like, I didn't really talk to anybody. It was like, it really felt like the first day of school when you don't know anybody. And like everyone has like their 2 homies they know. So everyone just like hangs in their little groups of people. Like it was this group, this group, this group. And it felt like that. And so Friday was cool. I mean, I just hung out with Void a lot. I had Shifter next to me. We didn't really talk, but I think we would have got along. He seems like a little degenerate fuck who curses. So I was like, seems cool. I was like, I didn't really get to talk to him that much, but like he seemed really cool. So Friday we do that, and then did I get drunk on Friday? I actually didn't get drunk Friday. I just passed out. Actually got okay sleep. Funny enough. Saturday happens. The event happens. Okay. The chip. Let me tell you something about that chip. That shit was not fun. That shit was actually the worst thing I've ever done in my life. There's really no point to do it. I'm content pilled in my head. Because when the day before, I heard like 5 people go, the chip, I'm gonna do the chip. And I was like, well, if everyone else is doing the chip, I'll do the chip. So then the day comes, it's like, all right, Mango, you're the only one doing the chip. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm the only one doing the chip? Then they put the cameras on me, and I was like, well, I can't back out now. I was like, shit. I've made a huge mistake. I didn't think it'd be that bad, but eating it was like, it was just like so dry. And like, I tried really hard to swallow. Like, what I should have done is, I think looking back on it, is I should have swished a bunch of saliva and kept it on the side of my mouth. And then ate the chip and then just nuked it with the saliva. I think that would have been the pro play. Looking back, I wish I did that. Just a whole mouthful of fucking saliva and then... Because then I tried to swallow it and I was like... And it got stuck because it's so dry that like it's really hard to swallow. Because I chewed it down to dust and I still couldn't swallow it. And then fucking I was like, oh my god. So I think it didn't hurt that bad. But I think from trying to swallow it, it like sat in my throat too long. and therefore like my whole throat was burning. Because my mouth didn't really burn, it was my throat, and I guess like a lot of the hot stuff got stuck there, and like every time I took a breath, it hurt. I was like, I was like, oh my god. And then like I would try to breathe from my nose, but like, you know, in a moment like that, you need as much air as you can. So I was like, but then I wouldn't get satisfied. So I was like, and then I was just like, it was just so fucking brutal. I was like, oh my god. So it doesn't hurt, and then it starts hurting. My stomach starts hurting. I'm like getting sweaty. I'm like delirious. Couldn't even play fucking Minecraft. I couldn't play Fortnite. I was out for 2 games. The fact that I only got 3 points. You know what everyone else had to do? They stood on a thing for an hour. Void played on a trackpad. That wasn't even that much of a disadvantage. So looking at it, I was like, the chip should have been worth way more. I think if the chip was worth 6 points, would more people have done it? Probably not. I think most people don't want to suffer. So I think the chip, in a perfect world, the chip should have just been like 6 to 8 points, and then whoever wanted to be a gangster, because then it adds a gimmick. But making it just like 3 in hindsight was really dumb compared to how easy it was. But you know, I did it. A bunch of people primed. I think people were cheering for me. I think I was the people's champ at that point. Every time I went to Lud's, everyone was like loving me in Lud's chat. I don't know if it was because of the chip or they just know me as Lud's little buddy. But I do think I was the people's champ at that point. Dude, I was getting hella viewers. I thought I was gonna get like 500 viewers. I had like 2.5. Like, I was like, oh man, that's crazy. The stream did way better than I thought it would. I didn't even like do that well in game. Well, Fall Guys. I wasn't gaming in Fall Guys. Sonic did homie it. They didn't make it very far, but love the heart, love the passion. Sonic's like, I'm not letting you do it alone. I was like, respect that. Yeah, I did get a Fall Guys crown, and then you fast forward. The rest of the event was cool. I sucked ass at Trackmania. I was good at Fall Guys. And then, yeah, Fortnite, if I didn't have the chip, I would have done better, but everyone was just playing so lame. I don't think, even for 100K, I would still was gonna run out and die. Like, I don't got that kind of dog in me to, like, play games like that. I think I wasn't terrible at Atari, but I would have lost to Void and E-Rob anyway, because they grinded Atari really hard. I did lose in Trackmania because of ice. Because, and I quote, Void, who I think now sabotaged me, was like, I seen the map. There's like no ice on it. Don't worry about ice. Don't practice ice. I was like, Void? Yes. Void would never lie to me. Whatever. I go on. I win in rock, paper, scissors. Obviously, the X-Defiant teams were... God bless Jaden's soul. But when I pushed tab and she had 2 kills, I was like... Yeah, we're not winning. We're not. I don't think we're winning. I don't think we're winning this one. Jaden was great. It was nice beating her, but I saw the 2 and I was just like, yeah, I think we're fucked. But whatever. We weren't gonna win anyway, but it was just funny. So I think honestly, X-Defiant was pretty fun. I think I'll probably play it when it comes out. The teams were a little stupid, but I got to kill Tens a few times. Got the teabag Clayster. He's a world champ, bro. You know he also tested the game for a year? How are you gonna have a game that's never come out, Lud, and then invite a play tester to be on a team? Like, I know the event was like goofy and stupid, but that's so dumb, dude. It's just so dumb. Like, how is this, like, and then all the FPS people are on one team. And it's just like, that was dumb. Again, if the event was like serious, I'd be mad. I don't think it was that. I think it had a middle ground of serious, but whatever. I think next year, if he does it again and actually, like, learns from this one, it has potential to just be, like, a 50 out of 10 event. I think it was still pretty good. A few problems with it, but I do think, like, it's there. There's potential. So after that, we go to dinner. Everyone else agrees. I'm like, I'll go if Void goes. Void's like, I'll go if Mango goes. Box was like, what if Box goes? I was like, I'm in. Let's go, Box. E-Rob doesn't go. He plays Atari for 8 hours. Well, everyone goes and has a great dinner, and dinner was funny because we got so there was a table, we called it the drunk cool party table, and then the virgin gamers who don't want to drink because they're trying hard for the event, which is fair. Not everybody has to drink the night before. Some people want to wake up and feel good. I understand. You know, whatever. I'm not judging. We were also walking there, and Zekin, I had no idea what Zekin looked like. He's so little and adorable that, like, my desk was right here. Tens was in front of me, by the way. Me and Tens were... But Zekin was, like, right here. But every time I looked up, he's so little that it always just looked like there was no one in the chair. So he was, like, non-existent to me. Because every time I looked, I couldn't see anybody. So he's just like, this, like, I'm like, who the fuck is Zekin? I'm like, where is this little fuck? So we're walking to the place, and then Zekin's like talking to me, and I'm like, I thought he was like a staff guy. I was like, I'm off the clock, bro. Don't fucking talk to me, alright? Get You talked to me at the venue. I'm off the clock. I found out it was Zekin. I was like, oh. Oh, my. Sorry. I was like, alright. So we get there, we drink, we're getting money. Lud takes me, okay, I don't know if this is the ghetto in me or the drunk fuck in me, but Lud takes us to like this really, really good meat place. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, you had to like, it was like Korean barbecue, but all the meat was like $1,000 meat. Like, really fucking good meat. But I'm fucking wasted. So the whole time in my head, I'm like, this fucking sucks, dude. I'm like, I want a fucking Big Mac. You know when you're drunk? When you're drunk, you want degenerate shit. It was like way too good quality. And then fast forward like 2 hours later, and we're done with the meat, and I was throwing $1,000 meat from across the room onto Ludwig's grill. And I could tell he wanted to get mad, but he looks at me, and I don't think he's capable of being mad at me. But I could tell he's just really mad at me. But he doesn't have it in him to do anything. So I just keep chucking meat. Everyone was done though. So, you know, it was like, I was just chucking meat to be funny. Because if you see meat flying across and lands in a grill, that's kind of funny. Maybe it's not. I think that's hilarious. Something about flying meat at a fancy restaurant. Yeah, sometimes I'm very low class. It's not my fault. That's how I was raised. You know, that's just how it goes. Sometimes I'm a little drunk and I'm a little low class. You know, sometimes it comes out. But whatever. Then we were drinking and then we're getting money. And Tens, my good buddy Tens. You guys know, even before the event, obviously we don't talk all the time, but, you know, I really like Tens. He's probably like my favorite person there that I knew before, like going into it. Tens is my guy. And the whole time he's like, I'm like, you gonna drink? He's like, I'm not drinking. And then we get sake. I was like, Tens, do one, bro. He's like, no. And he's like, all right, only one. Fast forward an hour later, he's like on shot 14. And he's like, I've lost count. I don't even know how many we've done. He's like, one more. I'm like, what happened? We didn't even have to convince him that hard. He was just down. He was just fucked up. He was just having a great time. He started turning red. It was fun. And we're all drinking, taking shots. Tens just fucking... I wouldn't even call it peer pressure. It was just communication. And then he was just drunk. And he was great. He's hilarious, dude. And then Void took my chair. Void took my chair at the party drunk table. And then I got moved to the virgin table. But I brought the virgin table alive. After Mango, what Mango did to the virgin table was iconic. Because then, we were all getting money. Getting money. And then, I told Clayster, who was at the virgin table, I'm not trying to make fun of people for being small, but I was like the 5th tallest at that table. I've never been so high up on the tall totem pole of tallness. I was like, wow, look at all these little fucks. These little fucks. So then Clayster was like, I quit smoking 10 years ago or whatever. He's like, I just vape now. I was like, you gotta smoke a cigarette. He's like, Mango, leave me alone. I'm not gonna smoke a cigarette with you. I was like, bro, I'll go get some right now. He's like, fine. If you find some, I'll smoke cigarettes with you. He's like, fine. So the place is right here. This is where we're at. I fucking somehow looked in the wrong way, and I walked like half a mile down to this market that was closed, and then I had to walk back to the AM/PM that was right across the street. I go to the AM/PM. I'm like, give me a pack of menthols. He's like, the state of California doesn't sell menthols anymore. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean we don't sell menthols? What happened to them? He's like, they passed a law. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, the menthols are gone? He's like, bro, I'm with you, man. I'd kill for a menthol right now. And I was like, what the fuck do I get? So I just get this because it looks like the closest thing to menthols. And these are awful. These are terrible. These are terrible. I'm never smoking these again. These are awful. I just thought it was blue. So I was like, you know, it's close enough. So I get a 32 ounce of High Life, and I come back, and me and Clayster smoke 3 cigarettes. And I'm drinking a High Life in front of this really fancy area. Why? I'm low class, I already told you. I was in just that kind of mood. And then I'm like, Clayster, one more. He's like, bro, I already fucking smoked 3 with you. I'm not smoking another. I'm like, you're being a bitch. He's like, fine, I'm being a bitch. Walks away furious. I've never seen someone just so over me in my entire life. Like, I'm not doing another. He just leaves. I'm like, all right. You know, Clayster's such a bro. And then you guys know I had the boomstick, the thing I was shoving in my nose. Do you guys remember that? It was like a nasal stick. Lud gave it to me, and I just kept doing it, because that shit was addicting. And the whole time, I think Lud was like, bro, you're gonna get a nosebleed. You're gonna get a nosebleed. I'm like, I have never bled from my nose in my life. Fast forward 3 days, I wake up today, and I go, there's just blood all over my nose. I was like, oh, fuck. I've made a huge mistake. I was like, oh, no. It's still bloody if I look in there. Never again. I'm staying away from the boomstick. Even though it's the greatest thing I've ever done, I'm done. I will no longer boom. I cannot control it. I just don't got it in me. I'm done booming. I shall never boom again. That shit actually did make my nose bleed. It's just a nasal stick. It's like you just smell it and it like clears you up. But it's just like pretty much cocaine. And that shit's tight. You just do it and you're like, just 1 second of juice flowing through your brain. It's so sick. But what's it called? It's called a boomstick. It's literally, watch. They're like little nasal sticks and they're fucking fire. Experience breathing like never before and get fucking high. It's so sick. Recommend. Just don't go crazy or your nose will bleed. But if you're a mature adult, go crazy. Go insane if you got it. If you got it, go crazy. If you're like me and have no self-control, don't do it. Don't do it. Stay away. I'm just letting you know. So that happened Saturday. We wake up Sunday. The event happens. I'm pretty drunk. Ended up drinking all day. It was fun. Came home. Had some stuff pop up, but it's all good now. Nothing to worry there. And then I think that was it. I think that was about the weekend. I heard they went to karaoke. I'm sad I couldn't go because I heard it was lit. But I'd also been drinking for 12 hours, so I was kind of dead anyway. And I didn't really sleep that well because I was lit for 12 hours the day before. Coolest person I met there, I really liked... I mean, honestly, I liked like everybody. I think Clayster was a super bro. Loser Fruit was really cool. I actually got to hang out with Connor more than I ever really have. Jirax didn't talk to anybody. Him and Boxbox sat at their desks like this the whole time. And gamed for 14 hours. That's all they did. And E-Rob. I will say I like E-Rob now. I talk to him, and I get it. I just get it. He just looks like he hates you. But he's actually a big sweetie. He's got, like, resting bitch face. That's all he just looks like he's miserable. But he's actually... I'm an E-Rob fan. He did tell me, he's like, yeah, I used to follow you on Twitter. I was like, oh, what happened? That means you unfollowed me. He's like, bro, you wouldn't shut the fuck up about the Eagles. I was like, come on, it's football season. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So yeah, E-Rob was cool. Like I said, everybody I met was cool. Fucking Boxbox is a fucking dweeb. Not in a bad way, he's a dweeb. I don't know how to say about that guy, but he was cool. ACU was pretty cool. Met him, he was chill. Zekin is 12. Tens is obviously great. Rizzo, I didn't really talk to Rizzo at all. What is this? You got clips?
I will say this, Mango is probably my favorite person I met there, I'm not gonna lie. Dude is actually fucking the most cool person I've ever met. Dude just in games, drinking beer mid-tourney. After we go get dinner, we're just taking shots of sake. This guy is so fucking nice. He's my favorite person I met there.
He actually did say that. When he left, he's like, Mango, yo, you're one of the coolest people I ever met. He did like his little hair flip. He's got like a natural like fan that like his hair is always flowing. So as he walks away, his like hair's flipped. He's like, you know what I mean? He's got like one of those going on. But he was cool. I mean, I'm trying to game. If any of you fuck see this and you want to play some games sometime, I'm down. I went into it thinking I would hate all of you. You guys were all great. I liked every single person I met. If you guys ever want a game, you just gotta let me know. We can game. We can get a little fucked up. Nobody smelled. Everybody smelled great. Except one person. I will not throw them under the bus. I realized I like... Well, obviously I love Yipes. Oh, I finally got to like talk to Sajam. He's pretty cool. He fucked up Joey this morning, so I'm beefing with him. Fuck Sajam. Joey gets that run back tomorrow. He didn't run to Joey when Joey was playing good. That's all I'm gonna say. Joey wins that run back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think the event was fucking homey, and hopefully I play some games with the squad. Everybody was not a bunch of homies. Wait, did you guys see how ACU said I was nice? This is why when people think I'm mean, I'm just like, if you just met me, I'm like the furthest thing from mean. If you actually meet me, I'm like so not mean at all. I'm like such a nice human to everybody. That's why it's like some things about me you could say are true. Yeah, I like to drink. I like to get fucked up. It doesn't make me an evil person. Although somehow I was catching strays today. I saw Mango drinking and driving. I was like, I don't even have a license. I just get a little drunk. I've done nothing illegal. And then I play Fall Guys on my channel. And I'm never on stream saying like, if you don't drink, you're a pussy. Blah, blah. But I have never said anything like that. We'll make fun of you a little bit. But like, if you don't drink, that's fine. I've never been like, blah, blah, blah. I'm never fucking pushing it on anybody. I'm just getting fucked up. But I was over here. I did call Clay a bitch for not smoking. But if ultimately he said no with a certain disgust, I wouldn't have pressured him. But he was like, no, bro. And then he's like, alright, fuck it. Like, that's just homie. Like, there's a difference. There's a point when it's like, no, I really don't want to do it. And there's a point when like, alright, fuck it, I'll have a few. Like, that's just like human nature. You just fuck around, then I'm good at reading people. I've been like, alright, maybe he doesn't want to do it. Also, at some point, if peer pressure works on you, and you're like 25, that's on you. I've seen people just say no, and then that's it. You gotta grow up. When you're like 18, 17, you're just stupid. That's different. You're a grown man falling for peer pressure. That's on you, bro. What would I change from the event? The event overall was fun. I honestly had a 15 out of 10 time. My stream did well. I have 7,000 subs now. I met some new homies. I think I made like $2 grand from Lud. That was great. I'll come back next year. A part of me has regret, because if I had taken it 20% more serious, I think I could have just won. I didn't even practice Minecraft. I didn't practice like half the games. I think if I practice for 2 more weeks, I'm getting top 4 no matter what. I might even got top 2. But no chip, dude. The chip made me the people's champ though. I can live with that. Oh wait, after 25 minutes, I go to the bathroom and I projectile vomit. I've never vomited like this in my life. It was like black, like pitch black. And I'm just, and I've never thrown up like that. And it was like 9 times. Just 9 projectile vomits. And then somebody comes in, hey Mango, you okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. No, I'm not fucking okay, bro. I'm dying. So I'm fucking throwing up. And then I shit, I kid you not, 7 times that day. Did it burn? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It hurt. Every time. Hurt every fucking time, dude. The chip is black, so it's like the powder. And it hurt, but I think throwing it up and pooping was good. I got it all out. And then I didn't mean to steal something. But when I looked at my bag today, I did take an Xbox controller. Lud, if you want it back, I'll give it back. This is an unintentional steal. I didn't mean to steal this. Unintentional, I swear. On my mom, on my son, on the Eagles. Unintentional. If you want it back, I will give it back. Me and Void went in that bitch, and we were a tag team. Void won the tournament, but I won everyone's heart. So in the end, Smashers came out on top. Ask everybody how they felt about me. They'd be like, Mango's my guy. Ask them how they felt about Void. Void's a god. Just covered so many. Just so many angles. There's so many angles, bro. That's all I'm saying.